Hi traders, this is Forex Nelson and I'm back again today with another 6 trades. Today's date is August the 11th and I'm using my new FX trigger system. Keep in mind, whoever buys my FX trigger system, I will show you how you can get your hands on this trading simulator for the MT4 platform. I cannot stress how important it is for you to get this app. It will allow you to do, let's say, 1 year's worth of trading over the weekend. It will definitely speed up your learning curve. Within 30 days, it allowed me to double my pip totals. So I used to be happy with 40 to 50 pips, and then I bumped that up to 80 to 100 per trading day, and I started using this trading app, and now most days I'm getting well over 100 pips, and that's a direct result of putting in a number of hours using this trading simulator. It allows you to do many trades. You can have many trades running. You can do hedging. Now it does come with a 25-page ebook that shows how you can use many of the features and the functions within the app. So I highly recommend that you get your hands on this if you want to find success much faster. So let's move on now to these trades. As I said, I did 6 trades. Most of them were around 7:30, and I put this one trade in here about an hour later. And of course I closed them all out around 8:40, except for this oil. I did walk away from the computer, and I was doing very well as I was away from the computer, but I forgot to manage the trade, and so I had to wait for another cycle, and that is why I closed it out around 9:13. Now before I get into these trades, and I do say this every day because this is the most important thing that every new trader or every struggling trader fails to realize. So this is very important. Listen closely. I would like to inform you that all trading systems will work less than 50% of the time, and that includes all my trigger systems. Now it did take me 8 years and over 700 trading systems to learn that. To get that up to 80 or 90% success rate, you will have to learn how to trade the flow of the market, which is what I teach. You will also have to learn trade management and money management. To be successful in trading, all you need is a lot of chart time, a lot of demo trading, and a lot of education. I provide the education. You must buy this education and then do the homework, or you will fail at trading. I highly suggest putting in more than one trade at a time, as no one knows which pair will move the greatest number of pips. That is why I place 3 or more trades at a time. It's usually between 5 and 10 trades I do. Now, also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. This will encourage me to do more of these videos. If you leave your name and email address, I'll put you on my email list for free weekly trading tips. I can explain that in greater detail. If you want to know more, just get in contact with me. So moving on to these trades. Pound dollar was the first one. Let's drag and drop it up. See where I got in at. I actually saw this a little bit on the later side. It was giving a signal from here to buy, and on this candle, as it was pushing, I knew I was just going to get some pips. I just didn't know how many, and I was definitely going to watch it around this red line, which is the average daily range high. So Wish I got in back here, but you can only trade it when you see it. Now there's my stop, so it was a really tight stop, because just in case something was to go like reverse on me. But took the trade and I closed it out just being happy with 19 pips. And 19 pips on the pound dollar paid $1,900. Moving on to the next trade. Now when I took this trade, it was basically a great way to trade. That's using the indicators on the top and the bottom. Pound New Zealand is the next one. Drag and drop it up and then we can talk about it. The system with the two red lines and the boxes was screaming to sell. Now in the training videos I teach how to get near perfect timing entries. That would obviously be back at the moving averages. But I took the trade, and after this candle was tanking, then I put in my stop, which was right here. So I took the trade at this cursor. It did go against me about 20 pips, 21 pips, and I closed it out. Now the main reason I close out all these trades is once I see that I'm up 100 or more pips, that generally makes me happy. And I don't care what it does after that. I just want to make sure I am happy. And I was definitely happy with 37 pips. And 37 pips on the pound New Zealand paid $2,608. And of course, when I took the trade, it definitely was a very good example of a great way to trade. I teach exactly how the charts should look. And for me, it's at least a 95% success rate. I can't remember the last time I took a great way to trade and actually turned into a loser. Pound Aussie is the next one. Let's see where I got in at first of all. Here. Now this did not quite qualify for a great way to trade, but the system from here was saying to sell, and everything else was looking good enough to take the trade. So I did take the trade. It did go against me a little bit. A little bit is about 14 pips. And then it finally tanked, which I was 95% sure, as I knew it was going to drop. And the way I know it's going to drop is I drill down the lights. That's what I call it. Yes, drilling down the lights. I learned that 16 years ago from my mentor. You must drill down the lights from the higher time frames and go in that direction, which would be, of course, with the trend. So I took the trade knowing it was going to drop, closed it out here. Now, if I really wanted to get a lot more pips, that's 70 pips. But I decided to close it out being happy with 36 pips, and 36 pips on the pound Aussie trade paid $2,656. Okay, let's move on to the next trade, Euro Aussie. And on this chart, I can clearly see from way back here, we're selling. When I took the trade, it did not quite qualify for a great way to trade, but let's drag and drop it up. See where I got in at, right on the goal line. And that's what I teach within 2 videos, how to trade the goal line. And when I pulled the trigger, I was at least 95% sure it was going to drop. And I closed it out just being happy at this point with 40 pips. And those 40 pips on the Euro Aussie trade paid $2,948. Moving on to the next trade, Euro New Zealand. Let's drag and drop, see where I got in at. System was saying to sell. There's your red arrow. When I pulled the trigger at this cursor, it did qualify for a great way to trade. So I knew it was going to drop. There's my stop. It was only 6 pips. Went against me not even 1 pip. So, but it did go sideways for looks like at least 2 hours. Or wait a second, this is on the 5 minutes, so about an hour. And finally it did drop, and I ended up getting 53 pips, and 53 pips on the Euro New Zealand paid $3,733. Now moving on to the last trade. I've been looking at oil a lot lately. Spread on my platform is only 1 pip, so I can certainly live with that. Let's check out the oil here. It was saying to sell from way back here. So let's see where I got in at. Just to let you know, I did make an error at this point. As it was going forward, I actually went and had my breakfast, coffee and whatnot, talking to the wife. I got distracted, and by the time I got back, I was doing really well at this point, but I got back and it was up around here. But I did drill down the lights. It was telling me to sell, so that I just had to wait for this cycle. Not a big deal. My original stop was up here. After it was going down, I put in the stop. It was higher than that. But anyhow, I didn't manage it quite right, but I still turned out to be turned it into a winner of about looks like 40 pips or ticks. These are called ticks. Pips, maybe on the MT4 platform, they probably is still pips. So pips or ticks, whatever you want to call it. So 40 pips paid out $4,000. And I love trading. Oil is my first choice, and then of course gold has a higher spread, but gold moves a real lot, and but it has a higher spread. So anyhow, let's see now. That was 40 pips that paid out $4,000, so I was very happy with that. So today was an excellent day of trading. I got well over my 100 pips. I ended up getting 225 pips, and those 225 pips paid $17,846. And that is directly related to using my trading simulator. So do get your hands on it. It helped me a lot, and I'm sure it will help you. So if your system is not producing on a daily basis like my FX trigger system, matter of fact, all my trigger systems are very good, but I do have my top 3 or 4 favorite ones that I really do like a lot. But I highly recommend you get your hands on the FX trigger. Do so. All you have to do is look right below this video, and you'll see the FX trigger system. I do charge $250 for it. I teach how to trade the flow of the market. If you don't learn this, you'll never succeed. Now my FX trigger system has well over 4 gigabytes of training, and you'll get an exact copy of my system on your MT4 platform. Comes with 5 MT4 templates, 12 custom indicators, and my favorite meter. Now I threw in a lot of PDF books, a lot of Word documents, and 9 bonus videos. And this is what you're going to need. There is a lot of education within here, and this will help you to find success. Now there's a lot of ways to trade the markets. I do teach a lot of ways. My number one way is a great way to trade. I love it. I find it every day, and it works with a very high success rate as long as you follow the rules in the training videos. Now I made 43 training videos for my FX trigger system, and the last one I did was how to backtest using the trading simulator, which is about 50 minutes long, and I give a lot of tips and tricks on that should help your trading. So Just too much here to read everything, so please put the video on pause. If you have any questions at all, simple, pick up the phone and call me. Here's my number. If you live too far, just shoot me an email. Remember, there's an underscore right here. Now, I do prefer Skype. All you got to do is click on this link and we will have Skype connection. And through Skype screen sharing, I'll give you a free session and give you some tips and tricks. Remember, that is with no obligation to you. If you click on this link right here, you'll see 34 screenshots of all the trigger systems I've been building over the years. So that just about wraps up this video, and I'll repeat it one more time. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So, until the next trading day, good luck with your trading, and remember, keep yourself and your family safe. Okay, bye for now.